parental guidance is advised.
We're working to connect a region of over 600 mil bridges between our lands.
Hello and welcome to ASEAN in Focus, delivering to you the latest news in and around the ASEAN region. I'm Maricar Velasco. On today's headlines, 22 people are still believed to be missing in the landslide that buried the Department of Public Works and Highways 2nd Engineering District Office in Mountain Province as full search and rescue operations entered its second day. Indonesian investigators said they recovered one black box from a crashed jetliner after locating its pings on Wednesday, 2 days after the jet crashed shortly after takeoff with 189 people on board. The Philippines is seeking $811.5 million in World Bank loans after grants for 7 projects included in the pipeline as of October 2018. And Myanmar's turtles face dangers from trawling, pollution, habitat destruction, and poaching, all of which directly impact the number coming to nest on the country's beaches. People are still believed to be missing in the landslide that buried the Department of Public Works and Highways 2nd Engineering District Office in Mountain Province as full search and rescue operations entered its second day. As of this morning, 4 more people were recovered dead, 4 others injured, while 22 were still missing in the landslide that buried 3 buildings of the DPWH 2nd Engineering District Office in Natonin Town, said a tweet by PIA Cordillera. DPWH La Union 1st District Engineering Office rescue team has already sent its people to Natonin Mountain Province yesterday to assist in the search and rescue and retrieval operations. The DPWH office in Natonin was a 4-story building which was still relatively new. Natonin Mayor Mateo Chiawan identified the survivors of the landslide as Regan Golingoy, Inocencio Golingoy Jr., Francisca Golingoy, Jupiter Gaawan, Jovintino Lamawin, Jordan Puliceo, Ryan Puliceo, Erwin Adlucan, Andrew Barillo, Edot Arucan, Junior Amon, Oliver Lamarca, Jeffrey Lamarca, and Fitzgerald Lumpanga. Some of the fatalities were identified as Benito Longan, Junjun Laron, Mike Saliuan, and Joel Arevalo, and a still unidentified recovered dead person. The mayor said that most of the survivors were able to seek refuge in the houses of their relatives and just reported to the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council today so that they could be removed from the missing persons list. 2 of the 14 survivors were rescued last Tuesday night by the initial batch of rescuers dispatched to the site. The 2 survivors were able to seek cover upon seeing the flow of mud and rocks from the mountain slope. OCD Regional Director for the Cordillera Administrative Region, Director Ruben Carandang, said that 31 people were inside the DPWH District Engineering Office in Natonin Municipality when the landslide occurred. He said there were 20 DPWH contractors, 1 project engineer, 3 security guards, and 7 evacuees in the building. Indonesian investigators said they've recovered 1 black box from a crashed jetliner after locating its pings on Wednesday, 2 days after the jet crashed shortly after takeoff with 189 people on board. Retrieving the black box will be key to unlocking why the Boeing 737 MAX, one of the world's newest and most advanced commercial passenger jets, nosedived into the Java Sea so soon after leaving Jakarta. Authorities said they had picked up the box's signals some 30 to 40 meters below the surface of the water off Indonesia's north coast, where the plane crashed Monday. The black box contains flight data that shows the speed, altitude, and direction of the plane, while the cockpit voice recorder keeps track of conversations and other sounds in the cockpit. Dozens of divers were taking part in the 1,000-strong personnel recovery effort, along with helicopters and ships, but authorities have all but ruled out finding any survivors. The development comes as Boeing officials were due to meet with Lion Air on Wednesday after Indonesia ordered an inspection of the U.S. plane maker's 737 MAX jets. Indonesia's Transport Minister Budi Karya Sumadi took the unusual step of ordering the temporary removal of Lion Air's technical director and several other staff who cleared the flight, citing government authority over the aviation sector. He later stressed that the measure meant to free up the technical director to help with the crash probe.
Indikasi bahwa black box ada di satu titik sudah bisa kita tentukan. Ternyata arusnya sangat besar. Jadi ROV yang kita lepas pun karena kapal tidak legu jangkar, langsung mengapung, akhirnya bergesernya sangat jauh. Tadi juga ada satu benda warna merah, itu kita coba dekat, ternyata juga majalah juga. Jadi majalah, baju banyak tercecer di dasar laut. Saya yakin dengan kondisi seperti itu, bodi pesawat ada di sekitar itu. Karena biasanya kalau pesawat jatuh itu, bagian tail section itu masih bisa kelihatan utuh.
Jadi di black box itu ada ping yang bisa berbunyi. Kita berdua mendengarkan itu. Tit, 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 suara itu terdengar. Ya, kemudian diselami oleh penyelam-penyelam handal kita. Arus di bawah cukup deras. ROV yang tadinya untuk melihat ini terbawa arus. Sampai malam hari ini kita sudah mengumpulkan 53 kantong jenazah. Sudah kita serahkan kepada Rumah Sakit Bayangkara Polri Kramat Jati. Sedang diidentifikasi.
Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara has confirmed that former Customs Intelligence Officer was indeed admitted to the Department of Justice Witnesses Protection Program. Guban's transfer to the DOJ's WPP was first recommended by Senator Richard Gordon in an ambush interview at the Senate. This was after the hearing conducted by the Senate Blue Ribbon Panel on the alleged shabu smuggling activities at the Bureau of Customs. He said on October 30 that he had already talked to DOJ's Guevara, citing the sensitive information that Guban knows. He said Guban is not safe at the Senate detention and should be better placed under WPP. He tagged Senior Superintendent Eduardo Acierto in the illegal drug shipment as he had asked him for help in smuggling a shipment of shabu worth 2.4 billion pesos contained in 2 magnetic lifters at the Manila International Container Port. Guban was earlier also linked to the smuggling of 4 magnetic lifters which, according to the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, had contained up to 11 billion pesos worth of shabu. These lifters were found in a warehouse in Cavite last August. Guban has been under Senate detention since September 11 after Gordon, the chair of the Blue Ribbon Committee, cited him for contempt for supposedly giving false testimony. In his affidavit, Guban also vowed to tell all regarding the twin 6.4 billion peso and the 6.8 billion peso worth of shabu shipments that had slipped past the Customs Bureau. He said he would also reveal the widespread corruption at the Bureau of Customs.
Contacted me regarding several importation.
Former Customs Commissioner Isidro La Peña has officially started his new job as Director General of the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority after taking his oath before President Rodrigo Duterte. In his speech before he turned over his former job to former Marina Administrator Ray Leonardo Guerrero on Wednesday, October 31, La Peña insisted he had tried to institute reforms at the controversial Bureau of Customs, even as he admitted that, quote, there may have been lapses in the systems and operations. He claimed he had tried his best to investigate the illegal drug smuggling at the problematic bureau. La Peña said that he had tried to fight corruption in BOC by removing the TARA system as well as the, quote, pasalubong system. He said that he had also increased the revenue collection at the bureau.
But because of our intensified anti-smuggling efforts, the Bureau of Customs was able to seize 2.26 billion pesos worth of various smuggled goods and 3.06 billion worth of illegal drugs, and arrested 15 drug personalities. I have filed 71 anti-smuggling cases against erring importers and brokers.
He said the Bureau had collected 52.4 billion pesos in September, hitting its target for the 8th straight month, and that it had even exceeded its 51.956 billion peso target in September by 464 million pesos. He claimed that the September collection was 30.2% higher than the 40.26 billion pesos collected in the same month last year. However, La Peña said that the incident of tons of shabu slipping past the Bureau under his watch prompted him to investigate the matter more intensively. To the end, he defended his administration of the Customs Bureau, even as he received flack for how some 11 billion pesos worth of shabu had gone past customs. He strongly denied that he had been involved in corruption at the Bureau.
Are as follows, as enumerated herein.
Join the EBC Family Fun Run, November 18, 2018, at the Ciudad de Victoria Complex, Bulacan. Choose from race categories: 1.062 kilometer, 2.5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and 9.55 kilometers. Registration is ongoing. For more details, log on to www.eaglenews.ph/EBC Fun Run or call 784-7450, local 1162. You may also visit www.facebook.com/EBC Fun Run. EBC Family Fun Run.
Welcome back. Jakarta has filed an official protest with Saudi Arabia after the oil-rich kingdom executed an Indonesian domestic worker without notifying her family or consular staff. Tuti Silawati was executed Monday in the city of Taif. Indonesia's foreign ministry said 7 years after she was sentenced to death for killing her employer in an act she claimed was self-defense from sexual abuse. President Joko Widodo criticized this decision Wednesday, saying the government has officially protested to Riyadh and demanded better protection of Indonesian workers in the country. Lalu Muhammad Iqbal, director at the Foreign Ministry's Indonesian Citizen Protection Department, told media the move was, quote, regrettable. He adds the execution of Tuti Silawati was done without notification to their representatives, either in Riyadh or Jeddah. Tuti claimed she was acting in self-defense when she killed her employer in 2010 after he tried to rape her. The Philippines is seeking $811.5 million in World Bank loans and grants for 7 projects included in the pipeline as of October 2018. Data posted by the World Bank showed the largest commitment amount of $450 million is allocated for the Improving Fiscal Management Project. The project will be financed by a loan from the Washington-based lender. The project aims to support the government in its efforts to improve fiscal management, particularly in increasing revenue potential and economic efficiency in tax policy, improve the budget planning and efficiency of spending, and strengthen financial risk management of public assets. Apart from this project, the Philippines is seeking financial support for the Philippines Customs Modernization Project, Mindanao Inclusive Agriculture Development Project, and Teachers Effectiveness and Competencies Enhancement Project. The Philippines is seeking $150 million from the World Bank for the Customs Modernization Project. The project aims to modernize the systems, procedures, and operations of the Bureau of Customs to improve the country's trade competitiveness. For the Mindanao Inclusive Agriculture Development Project, the country is seeking $100 million. The project aims to increase agricultural productivity and integration in agricultural value chains of smallholder farmers and fisher folks in targeted areas in Mindanao. The country is asking for $100 million from the World Bank for the Teacher Effectiveness and Competencies Enhancement Project. Meanwhile, the list also includes smaller projects that also list the Integrated Water Quality Management Project. In 2017, the National Economic and Development Authority reported that the World Bank is the country's second largest source of loans, accounting for $3.02 billion or 25% of the total loan portfolio. ASEAN Investments Corporation, the holding firm of Tycoon Henry C., is among the top ranked on Forbes' list of companies that are recognized for being trustworthy and fair. The ranking of the Forbes 2018 Global 2000 Best Regarded Companies was based on the global polling of the magazine in partnership with Statista, a provider of market and consumer data. It conducted a poll among 15,000 people from 60 countries that provided their opinions about the Forbes 2018 Global 2000 companies. The respondents evaluated companies based on their reputation, including topics on trustworthiness, honesty, social conduct, performance of the company's products, and the company as an employer. The top 250 companies which received the highest total scores were named the Forbes 2018 Global 2000 Best Regarded Companies. The list is global with 34 countries represented. Only 2 Philippine companies, SMIC and banking unit BDO Unibank Incorporated, garnered spots in the list of well-regarded companies. SMIC was ranked 235th on Best Regarded Companies and BDO at 140th. SMIC and BDO were also ranked among the top 500 companies in the Forbes 2018 Global 2000 World's Best Employers for 2018 and 2017. The holding firm was ranked 158th on the list and the bank at 24th.
Mag-screen name ka pa eh, di ba? Sa itsura lang, naka-screen na eh. Baka hindi tayo mabili pag yung itsura. Eh, nung sumikat na ako, abay, lahat ng picture ko nilagay doon. Sige, miski na ano, porba niya, lagay mo na yun dyan. Pero dahil sa naniniwala ka na binuhay ka eh, meron ka pang gagawin uli. Di na muli mangangamba.
Ang lahat ng yan dito sa programang punong-puno ng pagmamahal. Moments!
Welcome back. Myanmar's turtles face dangers from trawling, pollution, habitat destruction, and poaching, all of which directly impact the number coming to nest on the country's beaches. Peril plagues the lives of Myanmar's baby turtles. If crabs don't get them before they scramble from beach to sea, then poachers or fishing trawls might finish them off instead. Myanmar's waters boast 5 of the world's 7 sea turtle species, including the critically endangered hawksbill, the endangered green turtle, and the olive ridley, leatherback, and loggerhead turtles, all listed as vulnerable. A 56-year-old head turtle ranger phone may have devoted most of the last 2 decades to the creatures, scouring the island's 1.5-mile-long coastline 3 times a night for nesting females. The reptiles, which can grow to more than 1 meter in length and weigh as much as a large piano, lay around 100 eggs in a hole dug with their hind flippers before covering the clutch with sand and returning to the water. Poachers are the first danger, even at this conservation site dedicated to the marine reptiles. Turtle eggs can sell for $1 each, around 10 times the price of a chicken egg. The youngest son of Leicester City's late Thai owner Vichai Sirivadhana Prabha issued a heartfelt message of thanks Wednesday for the cascade of condolences that followed his father's death in a helicopter crash, vowing to, quote, carry on his big vision. Vichai, 60, was Thailand's 5th richest man when he died in the horrific accident after watching his team play on Saturday. He made billions from his King Power duty-free monopoly in Thailand, using the cash to invest in hotels, horses, and Leicester's once unremarkable football club, which shocked the sporting world by winning the Premier League in 2016. In the first public reaction from the family, Ayawat, better known by his nickname Pop, thanked people for the messages of support from across the world. He said in an Instagram post he's extremely proud to have such an extraordinary father, and he's touched by how many people kept him close to their hearts. Vichai leaves behind a wife and 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. All 5 are on the executive board of King Power. But Top, already vice chairman of Leicester, appeared to confirm he has been anointed to lead at least parts of the King Power empire. The post said Vichai has left him with a legacy to continue and that he will do everything he can to carry on his father's big vision and dreams. And that is the latest news in the Southeast Asian nations. Stay updated about the ASEAN region. I'm Maricar Velasco and I am 1 with 25.